You've been Zuckerberg.
No, you've been sucked.
You've been Zuckerberg.
You've been sucked.
Okay, well, I'm recording now without your guys' consent.
Well, I can't hear myself anymore, but that's fine.
But it's saying that it's there.
Okay, I'm fine with it.
And I'm gonna believe the computer. So it only took us about 2 hours to get it to work.
You got to work, and by we, he means he.
Yeah, we just
he really did everything.
Talked about comic books and
Tyler Morris, guys.
Yeah, it sounded like a very interesting conversation. I'm sad that I wasn't privy to it.
We're just talking about how, like, since this is just a sound check, we're just going to continue from our previous conversation. Garrett was saying that in this run of, like, Batman comics, Batman kicked out of the Justice League. And then he's like, hey guys, I'm going to make you sign this. I made you sign this contract, so therefore Superman can't be the next leader. Cyborg is, because he's the best qualified for it, because he's smart as shit and he's half computer.
I guess that's the gist of it. It's not Batman.
Right.
It's a Justice League run.
Oh, whatever.
It makes a difference.
I know, but that was explained perfectly. So
it was a good breakdown,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, anyways.
I also think there was conversation about the X-Men and the disgust of Mystique, and I don't want to get back onto that topic.
No,
I don't give a fuck.
Mystique is terrible.
But the thing that started that was Legion, which is a very good show.
It's pretty good.
You should watch it.
I'll consider.
Aubrey Plaza is really good, isn't it?
Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza.
It's really cool.
All right.
I think she's probably one of the best parts of the show.
No spoilers, but so is Jermaine Clement.
Is he?
Yes.
You just spoiled that for me, bud.
Sorry.
Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords?
Yes, and he is delightful.
God damn it! I love him in everything I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Don't you even remember his role in Men in Black 3?
He's the best part about that movie.
He's the only good part about that movie.
Josh Brolin's pretty good too, as young Kay.
He is. Josh Brolin. That's because I love Josh Brolin.
I hardly even remember that movie. No, I don't even know how it got into my head.
I don't know, man.
It's an alright movie. The guy from
It's no Wild Wild West, I'll say that much.
That movie was great. Josh Brolin. No, I agree with Derek. But mainly I'm like biased because I love Josh Brolin. And also he was really good. He did a really good Tommy Lee Jones, which was what he was going for. It was like he was acting as Tommy Lee Jones, acting as Kay. So it was like, oh, you know that.
Yeah.
This is the Executives Table.
My name is Dick Fields.
I'm Tyler Moyes.
My name is Garrett Olson.
And this is a sidebar.
Or an intermission. We haven't really decided.
It's an intermission.
Tyler wants to call them sidebars.
Oh, all right.
I was thinking
same shit.
What do you like?
It's the same thing.
I was thinking intermissions would be like updates, like actual things like this where we sit down and talk about something specifically, like what we might want to do on the channel, like about guests and stuff. And sidebars are things that happen in the middle of a recording that are like a tangent, that are really funny, that I just pull out because they're not like really part of the episode. They don't really fit it.
Like a weird kind of best of type of thing, except
they're extra things that were part of a recording that didn't make it into the actual episode. Like how at the end of one of them I talked about Power Rangers and how that movie sucked.
How good it is.
How good it is at sucking. Yeah.
Because the ones from the 90s was great.
No, the new one.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the new one, I told you it had like the stupid CG melting Goldar that looks like it's butter. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it was all about Dunkin' Donuts or some shit.
Yeah, like it was a giant Dunkin' Donuts advertisement.
That is going to make bad audio. Don't rub your mic like that.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I was trying
Please don't put your hands all over the mic. Please don't put it up your rectum. I know it's just the right size, but...
This is my mic. This is the one I'm keeping, so...
I guess you're allowed to do it.
He can do it.
I know I can.
He's going to put stickers all over it, you know.
I bet he will.
Dick stickers. I actually will, probably.
Dickers? You're going to put dickers all over it?
I actually probably will put stickers, because I have a bunch of stickers.
You have a bunch of cool stickers.
I have a bunch of great stickers.
You do. You gave me a sticker.
It was great.
It is. It's on my computer.
I've given you 2 stickers. The one on your computer and the one that's believing you something.
Yeah, Redbubble. Please sponsor us.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, sponsor. Also, Modelo, please sponsor us, because I don't want to have to pay for Modelos anymore.
Also, we're in Seattle, so weed, sponsor us.
Yeah, just weed in general. Maybe like a specific strand.
Or a company like Zoots, dude.
Zoots dudes are the dudes.
Zoots would be the shit.
They do.
Yeah.
That do you.
That douche coo do woo is what you meant to say. And I'm offended.
That douche do woo.
That douche do woo.
You're wooing all the douche. You're douching it up right now.
You're definitely not wooing that douche, that's for sure.
I would do this accent, but I can't, so I'm just gonna say it. She was only 16.
Oh, wow. No.
She was only
We're not gonna get into this.
right?
Yeah, we can't get into
Come
that.
on, we have to. It's pretty great.
She was only
Michael
16
Caine's pretty
years
great, man.
Michael Caine.
That's all right.
Michael
I was watching Interstellar.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, I was watching Interstellar last night, and he was pretty good in that. And that was one of his later movies. Like, I was wrong. He does try still.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what we were trying to say, because he's done good movies. It's just he's done a shit ton of like straight to home video movies, and it's like it's Michael Caine, so it's good.
And then he also did Jaws 3.
He also did.
It's actually 4.
It is. There's actually an interview.
Which
with
one's
him.
the one with which one's 3? Isn't that the one with Dennis Quaid?
Yeah,
I think
in SeaWorld.
Is it?
It is.
Is it called Waterworld?
It's not SeaWorld though, because
no, it's SeaWorld.
It is SeaWorld.
It's like an advertisement.
I'm pretty sure it's
SeaWorld.
Waterworld.
Oh shit,
guys.
That movie
right.
sucks.
I think you guys are
that one does.
Waterworld.
No, what are you talking about? That one has that great scene where it has the shark in 3D, mind you, coming towards the screen for like 5 minutes, really, really slow. It's great.
It's a masterpiece.
Dude, it's bad.
I'm missing out.
It is a masterpiece. I have to agree with Dick.
What timing are we at over here?
About 7 minutes.
Oh, okay,
we're doing pretty good.
If you guys want to.
So yeah, no, we can go.
You want
for
to do 10 minutes? All right.
I was actually thinking of bringing up the addition of guests. We will probably wait until we have another microphone and until I actually like properly learn how this system even works of these mics and whatever.
You got to figure it out pretty fast.
No,
For the most part.
You did pretty good.
You're giving yourself a bit too little.
We'll put it this way: it's working. How it got that way, I have no idea.
That's sometimes how technology works.
That's just the That's the beauty of the future. You don't have to understand how it works. Sometimes it just
60% of the time it works. 90%.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I'll let you guys know I did notify a few people about our podcast the other day. I think I told you, Garrett, that I was on. I uploaded it to Facebook for our YouTube channel, like the second episode. And then I just messaged like everybody who was online at the moment. And I was like, and I was shilling, as they say. Which is like it's like promoting yourself, but in a really slutty way.
I think it's an old timey term where you take a shilling and you say, "Hey,
no, it's like a corporate
could you
show.
Please, sir, give me a moment of your time?"
Is that no? Hold on.
Are you like?
No, hold on.
Is this from a show tune you saw?
Stop. No, I want to see where this goes.
No,
what happens next?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it goes.
No,
and then they go.
How does he say it though again?
Please, sir, give me a moment of your time for a shilling. I'll give you 1 shilling for just a moment of your time.
What the fuck is his name from the IT crowd? Is this gun loaded?
Oh, the boss.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's not.
I can't remember his name, but Matt Berry. I love Matt Berry.
He was pretty great.
I love his music, too.
Please.
I love his music.
Oh, I haven't heard his music, but that accent alone.
Opium is his best album.
I never listened to any of his music before.
I haven't.
He has an album called Opium that's great. You know he made music because there's that episode of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place where he sings, and it's fucking great.
But I didn't know he like independently made music. I thought it was just a joke.
No, he actually does. He's like,
I didn't know that
he's
either.
kind of a serious musician, and he's not that bad. He's like he's like psychedelic folk music.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Like P-Mac.
it's weird, but it makes total sense, especially when you've seen the shit he's in.
Yeah. So anyway, you took some shillings.
I took some shillings.
Right.
What
happened?
I hoarded myself out on Facebook. I basically told everybody who was online, all my friends from Facebook that I've never actually met in real life, and I don't know how they're friends of mine. I was like, hey, check out our podcast. Every girl I've ever had a crush on in high school, I messaged them and told them about our podcast. A few of them brought up the restraining orders, and I was like, hey, that's like not what we're talking about.
This doesn't count, all right?
This doesn't
I'm
count.
500 feet away. Actually, 501 right now.
It would affect the recording.
I'm 500 and getting closer. That's
500 further, Tyler. Further. Allegedly.
Oh.
Come on, man. Shit, man.
Wow.
Don't incriminate yourself. 501. The restraining order said 498.
So did you get any hits?
Yes.
Whether or not anybody actually watched it, I don't know. I sent a bunch of links. I warned them about the shitty audio, etc. But I also did speak to a few people about possibilities of having guests in the future. Examples, John Walker,
Oh yeah.
Send him the link, of course.
No, I want
would
Walker
love to
on.
have John Walker.
I also just want to hang out with Walker. Period.
John Walker's just an American hero and a stud.
Great.
Also
Johnny
spoke
Walker's
with Lance, who me and Dick have role played with.
Oh hell yeah!
Lance, who
what
is
about Sean?
a hilarious guy. I mentioned it to Sean as well. I asked him about it. He said he might want to come on. We have role played with both of them. We've role played with Sean and Lance. Role play as in with
sexually.
Oh yeah.
No, I was gonna say role played as in with dice, not in as they show up dressed as a cop
man.
and bang us.
It's like pegging and shit.
Yeah, one person dresses in a dog suit. The other person gets out all their toys.
All their dog toys, like
no, like dildos and strap-ons.
No, and like the guy who dresses up as the person gets not the newspaper because
it's the leash.
The dog has been a naughty dog.
I like where this is going.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think just because the name's hot right now, we need to immediately get Stormy Daniels on board with this idea.
On a scale of hot to mild. How against you are this? Because I am very against this.
Yeah, I don't want Stormy Daniels.
I don't either.
I don't want anybody who's got too much.
3.
Yeah, too much political.
This is actually going to be pretty cool when we get guest stars because it's going to be like 4 out of 4. Like,
well, we're gonna have to wait until we have another mic. First,
I like this because I know Gary was saying that he invited Brad and what's his name?
Natalia.
So,
and Ben.
So Brad, we got a bunch of people, and to anybody listening to this, if you would like to possibly be a guest on the podcast, well, I was going to say you can feel free to reach out to either me or Garrett. Don't reach out to Dick because
he'll tell you to suck his dick.
He'll tell you to suck his dick, and also, like, I don't know how it happens, but I'm pretty sure every single time we've tried to record, me and Garrett have specifically set a date and not told Dick about it, and he consistently shows up on time.
That's true.
Because you guys always come over to my place.
I don't think that's a factor.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
What did you guys say again? Anyways, please do contact us if you are interested in being in our show.
Yeah, you can email.
We won't pay you. We won't really do anything.
We can't even guarantee that we'll allow you to be on. We might hate you.
I'm making my dick, but
I mean, we'll have to see how it goes because like everybody's gonna test differently, right? So
it's true. But the ideas of having guests on that Garrett brought up. Why don't you say what your ideas of having guests on? Yeah,
really quick though. If you do want to contact us, you can use our official email, which is exctable@gmail.com. That's Echo, X-Ray, Charlie, Tango, Alpha, Bravo, Lima, Echo, at Golf, Michael, Alpha, India, Lima, Charlie, Oscar, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure our 70-year-old listeners appreciated that.
They don't even know that. I talked to so many people who I had a guy the other day who was like, "Stop it with all the military talk. I can't understand a word you're saying." And I was like, if I don't do it, you're not going to understand me either.
I do it with words that are like letters that are necessary. Like
F.
No, I tell people.
Can you take your hands off your mic?
Like, M as in Nancy.
M as in Nancy?
Oh my god. So many people do that shit too. It's like, what are you doing?
Are you even trying right now, motherfucker?
But yeah, so the idea was contact us, and if you are a guest, we'll kind of break from the format, and guests will be allowed to either fill in the blanks for the title we draw. So we won't draw them randomly. They will get to decide what they are, or they can choose the star of the movie.
Yeah, actor or actress.
Oh, all right. Like just choose it?
Yeah, because Brad specifically asked me if, when he eventually is on, if he could have Rami Malek, and that's the dude from Mr. Robot. And I was like, I don't see why not. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun and fine to me. Also, because let's be honest, how many times do the actors we put in our movies ever really matter, aside from a joke or two?
I mean, they generally don't.
Except
for when it's Tina Fey, and she's
for when it's Tina Fey.
Magically,
3 movies.
Yeah, she's in every movie we make.
And
she won't be ever again though, because Everett dropped. We'll put her back in.
I actually printed off an entire sheet of paper with about 60 Tina Fey names and put them in that bag.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
Gerrymandering. Okay. Oh wait, is that the?
No,
that's not that. I don't think that's not what that's really how that works.
Actually, it's like
gerrymandering is like a political thing with
where you
borders.
redraw borders.
Yeah.
No,
redraw districts to benefit one party.
yeah, whatever, guys.
Oh yeah.
But
Anyways, we
but technically
gerrymandered
it
the
could
shit out
work
of the
if
votes for
Terry.
Tina Fey.
Yeah.
After Tina Fey was gerrymandered in her favor, we then gerrymandered the voting system because gerrymandering is, anyways.
Tina Fey is her own political party
Right.
here at the executive
Also,
table.
Be aware of gerrymandering because it's fucked and it's.
I don't think there's anything people can really do about that.
No,
it's just
they
going to
can
kind of
contact-
happen.
They can contact their fucking representatives until we get
So that they-
Pennsylvania happened. So that works.
Yeah, contact your representative and have them ignore you.
Pennsylvania is saying that they don't want to run Republicans because the maps are now unfairly drawn.
Oh, what a surprise.
That's the Pennsylvania GOP.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. It was like, oh cool, so it's fair for once ever again.
I mean,
And you don't want to
Both sides gerrymander. It's been proven. No, both sides
they do.
They do.
I feel like one does it way more than the other though.
Let's not talk about stupid stuff.
Anyways,
yeah.
So like
contact
Tina
us
Fey
at
and gerrymandering.
Tina Fey's great.
Tina Fey is great.
She's pretty great, Tyler. You
Take it back.
take it back.
No, I stand by my joke.
Tell me that Ghostbusters 2016 is the Ghostbusters for
I
you.
still haven't seen that. I hear it's terrible.
Tina Fey's
So I'm sorry if you're listening, family member. One of my family members was watching that movie and they were in the middle of it, and I saw them watching. I looked at the screen and I went, "It's like you don't understand. This movie's funny. Have you even seen it?" I said no, and I don't need to see it to know that it's not funny.
The best part is that like our roommates told us they're like, that movie sucks. So we believe. That's the end of
Great
that
story.
Okay.
Continue.
So yeah. Guest
Contact
stars.
us if you would like to guest star.
Yeah, we're we're probably like 2 to 4 weeks away from doing that.
Yeah.
So at least 2 more real episodes.
Yeah, of actual recordings, getting good sound. In terms of uploads, so I know we're uploading to other things, like you're trying to work on like iTunes and stuff, Garrett. I guess I'm gonna do all this stuff via YouTube and everything for there. In terms of YouTube uploads, there's probably going to be 2 more of other episodes, like episode 3 and episode 4. Spoiler warning, if you listen to them, the audio is terrible. Because we only had one mic, and Garrett and Dick specifically, when they talk, it's like they're on a sailboat. And the
when we're really...
No, it's yeah, pretty close.
It's more like that, yeah.
It's more like you guys are on a sailboat, and the moment you start talking, the sound, you get further and further away because the boat's now sailing away, and I can't
From the mic. Work on it, motherfucker.
Well, we got 3 mics now.
Yeah, now, well,
I
yeah.
don't think it's going to be an issue.
I
We got
specifically,
3 invisible dicks.
They're not invisible, dude.
yeah.
Anyways,
You should probably say that stuff without your mic literally pointed down towards the floor.
I need a table because I keep moving it around.
I
Just set
know.
it over there.
You're right.
And then, like, sit toward it.
Oh, I know. I have to do this.
Yeah,
But it's at my face level.
sit in the corner.
Wow.
You're a bad boy.
Bad boy.
You're a very bad boy. Sit in the corner.
Anyways. This is as close as I'm going to get to it.
You
That's fine.
should probably be closer,
I
actually.
should suck my dick. Anyways.
I mean, as long as he talks loud enough, I don't...
No, I should be fine because I'm not. I'm trying. I feel like I'm not yelling. I'm just talking at like a voice where I want to be heard. So
That's
that works.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, this is
not
a
everybody
recording,
can be blessed with a sultry and attractive radio voice like moi.
No, like mine. I've been told twice this week that I have a very soothing voice.
You have not.
I could do AM radio with
I hope
Garrett
not.
Olson in the morning.
Because everyone listens to AM radio, am I
He
right?
does. That's
No.
when you're driving to work.
You're thinking FM radio.
Yes, you are.
No, morning radio is what I meant.
Oh, I got you as opposed to PM radio.
AM,
As in
You
Indian.
dumbass.
AM, you're the dumbass. AM is a fucking frequent. It's AM and FM.
All right, I gotta pee, and I feel like that's a pretty good enough preview so that we can get the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Gotta go pee. This wasn't just a sound check. It was also.
This was also like Dick's gone. So
he
I gotta go pee.
He piddled on himself.
yeah, he's parting ways for the update. He always finishes first.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got the SoundCloud, which is our primary upload station. I don't know what to call it. That's where we're uploading the episodes initially. iTunes, I am still going to have you try to submit. Did you get that submission in?
No, I haven't done anything through iTunes yet.
So,
mainly just worked on the stuff through YouTube, and I think maybe SoundCloud and YouTube should just be the ways we go at this point.
I mean, for now that's fine because iTunes is like the final step.
Yeah,
a lot of podcasts like sites and shit say that iTunes is like the last thing you should probably concentrate on.
Yeah, just because iTunes is more so, I would think, just used for music in general.
No, they're primarily podcasts. They created podcasts because podcasts they made up. So
I guess I didn't know that because I tune out.
Ooh, nice, like back in 2001 when it started.
Yeah.
But Brad was telling me about a different hosting site that will upload it to iTunes for you. So I'm gonna try to find out more about that.
Okay.
Pump that, Brad.
Cool. So I guess I'll work on that stuff on the YouTube side, getting it uploaded and promoting. I guess I have time for that, so why not?
What do you guys need me to do?
You're good.
Yeah.
Just be the beautiful person you are.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
You host us, so that's totally fine.
Yeah, you bought the beers, so
yeah, dude.
I got no real.
Do that every time.
I got no real complaints.
I'm fine with buying the beers.
You don't have to do that.
No, I really am. They're pretty cheap. Anyways.
All right, so I think that's enough of an update. Do you guys want to talk about Ready Player One at all?
I like that movie. I did.
Okay.
No, I did. I enjoyed it because it was like I didn't take it too seriously. I had no expectations, and it was like it was all right. I like the DeLorean. I like Canada's bike.
Canada's bike? The Akira bike, you mean?
Yeah.
Because that bike's fucking awesome.
Canada. Anyways, Tetsuo.
Canada!
Anyways, the bike. It was great. And then the DeLorean. And then just spoilers. Stop listening right now.
Yeah, fuck it.
The Gundam part was the best. It was the best. It was great.
Probably one of the better
the
parts.
shining part.
The shining part was pretty good.
I love the Gundam part because it just made me chuckle because it was like, oh man, they're all fighting for their lives, and then this guy's like, I'm gonna be a Gundam, and then instead of just going down and attacking, he takes the time to do the pose.
Yeah,
as a Gundam, and I'm like, that's it.
It's like that's classic Gundam right there.
Damn, Steven Spielberg, you fucking paid attention to detail.
That wasn't Steven Spielberg. That was a animator. Steven Spielberg was at home, drinking a whiskey at that
probably
point.
Directed that.
I don't know.
He stage direct a pose, a digital pose.
Because
probably not, but like at the same time, it was the best.
Because he's probably involved in the storyboarding of the fights, but definitely not the actual animation.
You don't think so?
No, he probably isn't even there for that shit.
Yeah, like I get why.
I'm sure he has like.
I feel like he probably has like overall say over it.
Yeah, he has overall say over it, but it's still somebody else doing it.
Like,
yeah,
I would imagine he's there for all the live action stuff. Anything that's like CG level, he probably assisted in storyboarding, some dialogue,
I'm
maybe
sure
a little bit of that
on it at the end product.
Yeah. Like I'll admit this. I didn't really know how to feel about it going into it. The very opening shot though is very well done. From the stacks where it like opens with him going down it, like kind of that smooth Spielberg oneer as they call it, where it's not a real like super noticeable one long shot like you'd see in an older movie like in what is it, like Goodfellas or something like that, or like some old
Goodfellas.
I can't remember. I think it's Goodfellas that has a big long one shot. But there's an entire Every Frame a Painting episode on it where he talks about the Spielberg oneer because it's like this glorious middle ground of it not being too quick but not being too long. It's like it's almost invisible. You don't notice this one long shot that's like 5-6 minutes long just because it's so fluid and it's really well shot. Like, that shot was really great, and I noticed it.
Because that's actually kind of how I feel sometimes when I watch, like, one-shots. By the time that they're over, even unofficial one-shots. Like, Tyler, like, exactly what you're describing.
Like the Old Country from Old Men car scene. Like, that's a noticeable one.
Right.
Old Country for Old Men.
Or sorry, not
No Country for Old Men.
It's No Country for Old Men.
No, Children of Men.
Oh.
Children of Men, where they're in the car and they're running away. That is a one shot, and that's
They do a few of those in that movie.
Yeah, they do quite a few, but they're noticeable. The difference between like those types and the ones Spielberg does is he intentionally makes them so they're not that noticeable.
Right.
That's what makes them so great.
And that's what I'm like. That's where I'm getting at. That it's like by the time the scene's over, I realize, holy shit, was that a one shot?
Yeah, was that one
really
take?
good.
I mean, that part was okay. I like.
It was just a nice
liked
opening.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm thinking. I agree with Tyler. It wasn't crazy good.
I liked it until he put the visor on, and then it went into like this wacky wild world of the void or whatever the fuck the game's called. Because it was like it was hard on him in the eyes, and it made absolutely no sense.
You watch it in 3D?
No.
Okay.
But that world's a mess. Like, how do you ever find it?
It is a bit of a mess. It's kind of a little too lens flary for me. In some
It's
cases.
a bit of a mess, but it makes sense why. Like, how? You mean like literally find anything?
I just don't understand the mechanics of it. Because, like, some of the people near the end were wearing visors and running around in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Do they do that all the time?
That part was the thing that weirded me out, because I'm just like, okay, so these, like, 15-year-old kids are running around in the game, but they're also running around on the street. Like,
Not getting
how many people get killed by, like,
Right?
car accidents and shit in this movie?
Why didn't
in
they
this
make
universe?
that more of a thing?
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah. I'll admit that
Isn't there maybe a law against doing that in every day, like out on sidewalks and shit?
You think?
Because you're in there, you're in the world now. You can't see what's happening around you in the actual world.
I feel like there would be some rules as to where you could do it.
Exactly, but it seemed like that was never established. They're like, fuck it, these kids are running around in the street with their visors on.
Yeah.
While this company's trying to kill these people,
especially when they're all like doing karate. Like,
there's all those.
karate.
And like the ladies driving through them, like through the traffic, and looking at them like, oh my god, what's going on?
What's going on in this imaginary world?
And it's like, you guys look see this shit. Like karate in the air.
Quit doing air.
God damn it, guys.
Quit doing airati.
Yeah. They're ridiculous, and I get it. I get why you guys think that way.
I
agree with it.
It's like
It's not that it didn't bug me that much, but now that you're talking about it and thinking back on it, it's like
it's just one of those things where it's like the movie has enough problems that I will never watch it again.
I don't think of that many.
I could probably see, like, here's the funny thing.
Rivet.
Here's the funny thing about it. Like, I was in such a like kind of crummy mood that day where I was like, I just want to see a movie, something that could be fun, lighthearted. You know, it has Steven Spielberg's name attached to it. There's a slight chance that it might at least be, you know, heartwarming, kind of schmaltzy, as some might say. So I went and saw it. I came out of it feeling like pretty good. It had that stupid generic message of like, oh, but the real world's great, isn't it? And at the moment I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. I feel great with this. And then immediately after I got out of the movie, I started driving down the street and I had to screech to a halt because this old homeless guy was walking down the middle of the street, jaywalking, not paying attention. And I immediately hated the real world and wanted to escape reality.
Almost motherfucker.
Why don't they just get jobs?
Why don't they just get jobs?
No,
and then I immediately,
I don't know why.
And then I immediately remembered, like, oh, this is why I want to escape from reality because everything sucks.
My problem with the ending is that it doesn't really fix anything.
It doesn't.
Like, it ends with this, like, oh, and things are better now, right? It's like, no, they're not. Like, the world still sucks, you guys.
It's like, yeah, reality still sucks. Now just someone is the official owner of this video game.
Yeah, but what about the people who work within the video game? He turns it off 2 days a week now for himself. That's super selfish.
He turns it off for everybody.
Right, but it's because he wants it to be off. It's like, just have some fucking self-restraint and don't play the game on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you piece of shit.
It's dumb. I didn't think about that at any time, but like in the film I was like, whatever when you said it. But now that you pointed out, it's like, you know what, yeah. Like, why do you have to punish people for liking something that they want to play every day?
Right. Like, some people's lives suck in that world legitimately. Like, let them have it.
Yeah, let them be able. Let them get to escape.
Suicide prevention.
I mean, possibly, dude. People might kill themselves over that. You never know.
I know.
That world sucks.
With how shitty the real world is painted to be in that, where it's like it was one of those things where I literally thought when I was watching the movie last time we talked about it before Dick had seen it. We talked about where I was like, I didn't even know that there was like like an official government or like law enforcement in this movie until cops showed up at the very end. It was like, oh, law isn't enforced, like it's enforced in the real world, not in like this virtual world.
No, that's the worst part of it. I actually felt the same way.
It's like, this makes no sense.
I was like, the cop showed up and I was like, huh. I was like, didn't they stop any of this shit?
It's like, why are the...
What?
It's like, do the cops have to do like part-time in real world, part-time in virtual world copying?
No, I doubt it. No, because the company that owns the video game would be the GMs. They'd be the police of the game.
The moderator.
But no one really owns it at that point. Like that's
no, that company still runs it.
Yeah.
They do own it because he owns it now. The main kid.
Oh, that's right.
So that company
and now no one can play it. So now cops are going to be extra busy because on those days off there's going to be riots.
People are going to do real drugs. Heroin.
Cocaine's?
Marijuana.
Marijuana.
Cocaine, right?
The 420. Oh, yeah. That's sweet Mary Jane.
It's evil.
It is evil.
Devil's.
It's the devil's plant.
We are in Seattle, by the way.
We're definitely in Seattle.
That's it for me, boys.
You done?
I'm going to get another beer.
Well, I think that'll be good for our update, and maybe we'll discuss it, possibly doing an actual episode.
After we take a little break.
Second. Yeah, just take a quick break. See how.
You should get the Offspring song for the intermission.
Can't. Fair use is like the weirdest fucking law ever because it's way fucking stricter for music than it is for like films and shit.
Oh yeah, always.
And for TV shows, like for songs, you can technically, I think it's like you can have like 8-7 seconds of something, and it's considered fair use. But then once it's beyond that, you're stealing.
That makes sense.
It's something like that.
In My Brother and Me, there's been a few times where they start singing a song, and then once they get to a certain point, Griffin's like, "Stop! Don't sing anymore. We're gonna have to pay for it."
Yeah, it's something like that. All right, well, that's
signing off.
Dick Fields.
Yeah, that's been an intermission with the executives. So thank you for joining us, and hang tight for more updates and more episodes.
Yeah, definitely.